Beerreviews.com. Tonight we're going to review a beer I thought I would never see in my lifetime, and that is Stone Enjoy By in a can. I remember when this beer first came out, it came in big 22-ounce bomber bottles. The stores would get like 2 or 3 cases, and if you weren't there that hour that it came off the truck, you didn't get any. And then it came in 6-packs, and now it comes in cans. I think it's great. But man, I remember when this was probably the most sought after beer I've ever seen, and what I never ever expected to see in my lifetime was it being sold in a grocery store. And we have a grocery store on the East Coast that had a sign on the beer cooler that said limit one 6-pack, and it was behind the desk. So I thought it was interesting. So still somewhat on a pedestal, but man, I never thought I'd see it in cans. So it comes in this pretty cool 6-pack holder. It's all about being fresh, devastatingly independent is one of their little tag phrases. This is the 7417 unfiltered. I believe this came, I think it was $16, $17, $18 a 6-pack, I forget. But compare that to when the bomber bottles were $9 and $10, $11, I think even at one point. I mean, that's a steal and a half. So again, this is all about drink it fresh, 37 days. Once it's brewed, it's got the date on there, drink it by July 4th. This one is pretty interesting. So all of them are double IPAs, 9.4% ABVs on this one. IBUs are 90. A lot of times they wouldn't tell us in the past. It's supposed to be a hoppy, tropical, and floral. They're really floral, they used to be. So if you search my YouTube channel, I've reviewed just about all of them. I think I missed 1 or 2 since it's been out because when I went to go get it, it was gone. Now it's back when the availability was really limited. But what's interesting is they do change the recipes. There were a few that were just unbelievably outstanding. I think it was 2014 and 15. One of the releases in there was my #1 beer for that year. I did have a few. I remember it was an April release that was just their 420 that was just not that good. It was just way off. But normally they're just spot on, crazy fresh, crazy hoppy. So this time they did list the hops in here. There's 10 different hops. There's Helga, Montauk, Nelson, Sauvon, Citra, Galaxy, Cascade, Amarillo, Target, Delta, Simcoe, Super, Galena, and Nugget hops. I mean, can you imagine making this beer and pouring all of those different hops into the vat? That's just an insane undertaking of truly brewing beer on an art level. So for the first time, I have not had this. Let's pour this in a glass out of a can. Again, it blows my mind. So it looks just like it normally does. It's kind of got a yellowish, maybe orangish hue to it, more kind of a mix of it. Perfectly white, frothy, foamy head on it. A little bit of carbonation. This one's a little bit more yellow. I know the lighting's not great. This one's a little bit more yellow, I think, than some of the ones in the past. So, see, this, I'm going to get on a high horse and try to not do it for too long, but this doesn't smell nearly as good as the ones in the past. There's a hint of it. It's real, it's very, it's the floral part. It's got that aromatic, the pininess, the dankness as everybody calls it. A little bit of, you can smell maybe like the Galaxy hop, the Simcoe hop. There's definitely some fruity back notes to it. I mean, I'm telling you, the original bomber bottles, you could pour this in a glass and it could be 2 feet from your nose and you could just smell the freshness and the hoppiness coming out of there. This beer is not that way. You have to get up in it, as we say, and stick your nose in it to get it out of there. So the aroma is nowhere near what it used to be. But cheers, let's get in the glass up. The flavor is still there. Nope. No, 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 no. That is not what it used to be. Nope. It is way toned down in my opinion. It's not nearly as viscous. There's not nearly as much of that truly stickiness, dankness to it. The hops are there, but they're not, I mean, they were banging when this thing first came out. I mean, you perfused hops out of your skin after drinking it. I mean, that's just the facts. I mean, this is just nowhere even close to, I mean, it smells awesome. Don't get me wrong. It smells fresh. It smells complicated. It smells very, again, very, a good mixture of the hops and the pininess, but it doesn't hit you nearly. It's there. In fact, this one is a tad bit boozy. And one of the things I used to really commend Stone for with Enjoy By is that it wasn't that boozy. There's a little bit of booziness that pops out of here that, quite frankly, I'm not a huge fan of. So this is what happens. This is my opinion, of course. This is why I do these beer reviews. I will buy this again. It's that good still. It's nowhere near what it was 2 and 3 and 4 years ago, in my opinion. I would still rank it on a scale from 1 to 5, at least a 4. I think it slaughters most of the IPAs on the market. I mean, I love the marketing. I always will. I actually like that it comes in cans, but for whatever the reason, I don't know if it's because it's more mass produced or they have 2 different breweries now or what it is, but it's nowhere near what it was before. Still worth your money, still good. Let me know if you have noticed the same thing. Leave comments on our YouTube channel or our website, microbeerreviews.com. We upload all the time. We appreciate you watching. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, and as always, we will see you again real soon. Cheers.